Hello guys, hope everybody's having a glorious day today. Seems like we finally hit the spring weather. That's why the beard is gone. Till winter, hopefully. Like, no more beard. So I won't see that anymore. Anyway, as I talked about not that long ago, Gamespy basically announced that they're shutting all their match fixing services off May 31st. And what will be the downfall, considering over 1,000 games run on this? Who would switch to keep the games going? Who wouldn't? What fans would basically patch a game so that you could basically play it on their servers. That's been happened before. In this case, some of the older games, it could happen again. But in this case, basically, EA was asked specifically about Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, and Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the Origin Twitter account about what's going to happen in these games when GameSpy shuts down. And basically they said, we're working on transitioning those games after the shutdown, so you'll still be able to play them. And then later, IGN had asked them for clarification, and they said, we're working on finding a transition, but still have technical hurdles to overcome. We'll make an announcement when there's news to share. So basically, what they're going to do is take probably their games that were on GameSpy, put them on Origin, because for them it's a win-win, right? They own Origin, they want more people to go to Origin. So if you're already playing those games and they transition to Origin, then you would have to play it on Origin and get you to go to the Origin site, and get you to play the game. This is the game you can still play the game you like to play. Obviously, right now the only game that they have, Battlefield 4, obviously isn't affected by this, and because it is on Origin, and more or less they fixed most of the issues. You can actually play that game online now. But we'll see online again, because these games, like the games we're talking about, are older games here. These games aren't going to be incredibly hard to transition over. Because they're not graphically intensive. They use a lot of old ways they do it. So, but again, there still is a transition, and they still have to get to work right. That's the big thing. Making sure your online experience is seamless. And hopefully other companies like EA make this transition. Hopefully they say they're going to switch it over to something else so that people enjoy the game and still love the game. Now, in the PC world, of course, if they stop supporting the game, the PC fandom will step up, patch it, probably, and you'll still be able to play the game. Because there's still a lot of PC games 20 years ago that are still out there. You can still play online because they had such a big following. The one big difference between PC and console is that when a console's dead, in most cases the game is dead. Obviously Dreamcast, people still play Phantasy Star Online, and other games, PlayStation 2, some games are still active on that. But overall, most of the time when a console dies, the console dies. I imagine, especially with this next generation, like when the 360 and PS3 die, these games are probably going to die. And so, hopefully, more companies step up like EA. So, if you enjoyed any of the Battlefield games, obviously they're going to be those 3 Battlefield games, and somewhere down the road you're going to get to keep playing them. Obviously, they need to patch it before May 31st, so there is no interruption. This is what I mean. I wonder if PAX we're going to get announcements since it's coming this weekend for this, because a lot of games are going to get cut off on May 31st. See, the publishers have to announce, guess what? Our game service is done May 31st, or they can announce, hey, guess what? We're transitioning these games over. So, I notice a lot of people don't like EA. EA is one of those games a lot of people hate. Companies they hate for several reasons. I understand. I have a love-hate relationship with EA. I love some of their games, and I hate what they do at the same time. But in this case, it's cool that they're doing this. For them, again, it's a win-win because they're getting you to go to their Origin site. They're patching you to it, hoping you get used to it, and then you'd use it more. So in their case, it is a win-win that they're basically moving it to their site that they want you to go to anyway. But so, what do you think about EA doing this? You think this is cool? Do you actually do you still have any of these Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, or Battlefield Bad Company 2? And do you still play it? Would you play it when it goes to Origin? Love to hear your guys' thoughts like always, guys. And thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you guys later.